Hi, are we on air? Yes, we're on air. Hi, this is Emily again, male to female transgender, suffering from gender dysphoria. I just got my diagnosis from the hospital where I was at. I was in the hospital for roughly 3 weeks, almost a month actually, and then I went to partial for another 2.5 weeks. So I've been very busy being in the hospital to try to get well. And that's what exactly I'm doing, my son is in the hospital as well, and I miss him. I hope he's going to be okay too. I'm feeling much more at peace and happier as I dress and express my feminine side. I'm transgender, so that means that I was born a boy, but I identify as a girl. My transgender name is Emily. My birth name, which I love, and I am very much in awe of my dad, who I was named after. God bless my mom and dad. I miss them both. But I was named Edward D. Ionelli III, and I still use that name because I'm proud of it. But in conversations with people, I go by Emily because that's my transgender name. And I'm still contemplating whether I'm going to use Eddie, Eddy, as my male to female transgender name, or Emily. If anybody's interested in leaving me comments on which name would be more suitable for me, that would work. And I can try to determine the name that I would use. But I would ask people who care about me to leave a message and just say, even if it's just simple words like Eddie or Emily or whatever suggestion they have, as long as it's clean. I'm going to go through my the answers and responses, and I'm not gonna like to see the text as bad. Only good text, positive text, because we're talking about transgenders too. Male to female is what I identify as, but we want to keep it clean, simple, and just the name, Eddie, Emily, whatever, just a normal, natural name. That's all I want. And I want to share it with people. I want people to understand that my name is very valuable, and if I am able to find a good suggestion, I may consider that. But as of now, Eddie or Emily is the voting for those two names, Eddie or Emily. So I like music, but I'm not going to have music playing in the background. It's just me speaking, and this video is going to be short because I really am running out of ideas to talk about. I mean, as naturally as I like to talk and make the conversation about simple things, I kind of go overboard on my own personal issues, which I don't want it to be like that. But at the same time, I know that I need to get the proper help. That's why I was in the hospital. I've been in the hospital now for 3 weeks, plus 2.5 weeks, as I indicated earlier in the video, for depression. I finally got my diagnosis. It's formally diagnosed as bipolar depression disorder, or bipolar disorder for short, and gender dysphoria. I'm not surprised about the gender dysphoria, and I'm not surprised about the bipolar disorder designations, or what they diagnosed me with. My son is autistic. He's diagnosed formally as being autistic. So, the goal is to get better, to heal, to be an advocate, to get my message across that transgender people are good people. In fact, I'm friends with both male to female transgenders and female to male transgenders. And that's what's important, is that we have dignity, that people honor us, or respect us at least, not honor us. That's not the right word, but respect us and treat us fairly. That's all I can ask for. I'm not trying to ask society to do anything beyond that. Just to accept us. I want people to understand what we go through, that it's not easy, and the suicide rates are very high, and the murder rates are very high, disturbingly high. And all we want is to live our life to be who we are, and that's what's the main thing. In life, don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be who you are naturally? Same goes for male to female transgenders or female to male transgenders. That's just part of life. We all want to be happy. I have a son who's in the hospital. He's autistic, and it's very hard for him too. So, it's a drain on the whole family. So we want to just make sure that people accept us, and we want to be, not shunned by society, but to be embraced, because we are people too with a message, and a good message. And we should never judge or discriminate against people or bully people just because they're different. This could be about anything, not just transgender, or it could be about autism, it could be about transgender, it could be about depression, it could be about teenagers and the problems they face as they get older. It could be anything. But please, we have to live in a society that's understanding of people, one another, and embrace people, not fight with people, not cause derision and make life miserable for people who are different. We can't help who we are. We are who we are, and we have to accept that. And nobody is going to tell me how to live my life or how to dress. That's what I decide, and I'm not afraid to do that. I'm not afraid to go against the grain. I'm not afraid to admit I'm different. I'm not afraid of anything that anybody else is here for, and that's to live life, to try to do the best they can, and just do whatever makes them happy. I'm not here to judge people. I'm not here to tell them to accept me personally. I'm just here to let them know that we are people, and we should be not judged by how we look or dress, and we're not freaks of nature. We're good people. We're caring people. We have families. Most of us are married with children. Most of us have wives or husbands, however the relationship is. My gender is female. I have a wife. I have a son. They're in my life. I love them. I will never abandon them. I won't hold my wife prisoner either if she's unhappy. But I do love her. And with that said, that's all I can do. I can't do anything other than that right now. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect. All I am is a person. And I care about people. I care about my wife. I care about my son. I care about my friends. And I have such good friends. I don't have all my friends because some abandoned me. But I do have some true friends who haven't abandoned me and have stood by my side. And I've even made new friends by going to transgender support group meetings. And that's the only way I'm going to get better, is seeing my doctor and going to support group meetings. And I suggest that you all do the same. Thank you, and have a good day.